Hey, what's up guys? It is Luke Beller. So apparently the Packers have their eyes on a certain guy, a draft prospect. So we're going to break that down in today's video and sort of talk about this potential prospect the Packers could bring in the draft. It's honestly not too far away now. But if you guys are new here, I put up Packers content almost every single day. So if you want to see that news analysis, all that kind of stuff, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on the post notifications. Okay, so I was reading through this one article, and I came across here. It says, according to Tony Pauline of the Pro Football Network, the Packers are high on Iowa wide receiver Ihmir Smith-Marsette, but they could have competition as Pauline lists the Washington football team and Buffalo Bills as other teams who highly regard Smith-Marsette. So apparently the Packers seem to have their eye on one receiver. Lots of people want the Packers to pick a wide receiver. You know, there's lots of differing opinions. Some people, of course, want to pick him in the first round, some in later rounds. And so this is a guy who is, he's going to be available most likely in later rounds. And so as I was doing some research, I came across sort of the way this guy plays and how he could potentially fit in this Packers offense. If you come here to the Draft Network, sort of their breakdown on this guy, it says Iowa wide receiver Ihmir Smith-Marsette can, for the right offense, be quite the steal in the 2021 NFL Draft. Smith-Marsette brings ample speed, return skills, and vertical receiving to the game, and his production at the University of Iowa isn't necessarily the best indicator or how talented he actually is, especially given that his open targets were much too often left short or hung in the air long enough to draw defenders back into play. So apparently he returned the ball a lot for his college team, and as we talked about with the potential of Cordarrelle Patterson, like we saw that he liked tweets about coming to the Packers. Will that happen? Who really knows? But it seems that this guy is a receiver who could potentially also come in and be the return man, which the Packers could definitely use. We've, been a little bit not great when it comes to the returning, the special teams area the past couple of seasons, so that could be good. And it seems that apparently his quarterback in college maybe wasn't the best, and so maybe that's why his production in college wasn't really great. Before I finish that, if we take a look right here at PFF, they have his stats for the past few seasons. So he's been in college for 3 seasons. As you can see, his snaps in the slot versus wide. So he's played in the slot. He's also played, it seems, more so out wide. But last season, 25 receptions, 345 yards, 13.8 yards per reception, 4 TDs, 722 yards in 2019, but he did play almost double the amount of games. So as they're saying, though, he may, maybe looking at his production in college isn't the best way to look at it, just because obviously sometimes a quarterback in college may not be great, and so that could hold him back. And so that's what these guys sort of seem to think about this guy. So they say Smith-Marsette brings a track back into the field, and it shows. He's a graceful runner with easy speed and is at his best when he's charged with stacking defenders vertically. The Hawkeyes did manufacture some touches for Smith-Marsette, courtesy of tunnel screens, double reverses, jet motions, and touch passes. So maybe potentially this could be the guy for the Packers if they really do have their eye on him, who could be that, Tavon Austin, Tyler Ervin, that kind of guy for the Packers coming into 2021, because the Packers definitely do need a guy like that on this squad, and so maybe he could fit the receiver need, as well as a special teams need, as well as sort of the gadget guy when it comes to the offensive side of the ball for the Packers. They finish off saying he was highly productive on a per-touch basis, and despite some of his limitations in functional strength and size, should find success in a vertical passing offense at the next level. It is worth noting that Marsette was arrested for speeding and operating a vehicle while intoxicated, plus saw his playing career come to an unceremonious end with a celebratory front flip on a touchdown that resulted in an ankle injury that shelved him for the rest of Iowa's 2020 campaign. So I guess they're just pointing out some potential worries for the guy. But honestly, reading about this guy, he seems to be a potential great for this Packers team. I mean, he fits lots of the needs. Returner, gadget guy, receiver. He seems to be pretty talented, and apparently the Packers have their eye on him. So maybe this is a guy the Packers come in and draft later rounds, because maybe the Packers will come and decide to, go after the defense in the first couple rounds. Who knows? Maybe they will. And if they were to do that, it seems that this guy should be a guy later in the draft who could potentially be available. But that is all I wanted to break down in today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like on the video. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos as always. There's not really too much going on right now when it comes to Packers news. We got the draft like a month away now, so that should be exciting whenever that does come around. And then we got a few more months into the season. But thank you guys for tuning in, sticking around, you guys who are still here. I appreciate all you guys watching the videos. That's all for today, and I'll see you guys on the next one.